How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be making my June Player of the Month predictions for MLB The Show 21. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We still have a few days until MLB The Show releases the June Monthly Awards program featuring a brand new Lightning flashback, and we're going to talk about some players that I think we are going to get for this June coming soon monthly award program. Remember that this monthly award program is completely free. You can earn all of these players, including the tops now, by simply playing the game. If you watch my previous video talking about how to unlock Marcus Semien, I also made a video on why I did not unlock Marcus Semien, but I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that I have all of the tops now players for both Semien and for the June Player of the Month Lightning player. The first player I think we're going to get, and these players are not in any specific order. I'm not exactly sure, who's going to be a higher overall, but as far as June Player of the Month, I think that we could see a player leading up to the Lightning player in Jonathan Schoop. He had a pretty solid June in general, hit .340 with 10 home runs and 8 doubles. We have Jose Altuve for another Player of the Month card. We also have a situation where not the highest average, but he also hit 10 home runs. So I think that, if they choose to go with one of these second basemen who also play shortstop, I think that would be a great selection. Once again, this is just speculation. I don't know exactly who they're going to choose. A couple of these players just recently got upgraded with the last roster update. Guys like Altuve, Matt Olson. They both had really good June months, I would want to say. I mean, Matt Olson had a .340 average with 7 home runs, 6 doubles, 20 RBIs. He was doing pretty well, and I think we could see, him get a higher overall diamond, maybe a 93. He could be, the last card leading up to the Lightning player. I don't necessarily know. As far as relief pitchers, I think we're going to get Brad Hand. He was a perfect 10 for 10 in terms of saves. He also had a 1.65 ERA in 16 and a third innings pitched. Definitely, a solid month for this Brad Hand card. I would hope that he has an additional pitch added to his pitch mix. However, we never know how that is going to happen. Michael Brantley could honestly get, the June Player of the Month Lightning card. I'm not going to predict him for that because he only had 1 home run. However, he did hit .410. He had multiple extra base hits, I believe 8 doubles and 1 triple. With 15 RBIs, definitely a solid month of June for Michael Brantley. I believe he had a previous Player of the Month card in a previous MLB The Show game. We also have Walker Buehler. He had a pretty solid June. He went 5-1 with a 1.85 ERA and 39 innings pitched. He also had 39 strikeouts, which is pretty solid. His walks per 9 should be pretty good as he only walked 11 batters. So good ratio from walks to Ks, as well as he should have, pretty good pitch mix if they decide to give him a June monthly awards card. The next one, Chris Bassett, also had a very good June, right? Could be a little bit higher overall than Walker Buehler even, just because Walker Buehler's already a diamond. Chris Bassett had a 4-0 June with a 2.7 ERA, 36.2 innings pitched with 35 strikeouts. Definitely a solid month. We have Kyle Hendricks here with a 5-0 June, 2.97 ERA, 36 1/3 innings pitched with 27 strikeouts. He only walked 8 batters, so he should have, elite walks per 9, as this card already has pretty good walks per 9 on his silver. He might also have an additional pitch added to his pitch mix. But as far as the Lightning player, I think they have to give it to Kyle Schwarber. I created this card art using MLB The Show Zone, and I know it's not the best, but I tried my best. And Kyle Schwarber would be an amazing addition. I have put these attributes in this player card. I don't know. This is just speculation, but he did hit 16 home runs, a couple against a lefty. He didn't have any other additional extra base hits. He also had 33 strikeouts. That's kind of why he has lower vision. And he also hit .280. So definitely a solid month from Kyle Schwarber. I am ready to go in terms of collecting all of these players. I have the previous players from the month of May as well. But I will take you through at least kind of what I'm talking about, how to prepare for this June Player of the Month. I think we're going to need this Tops Now pack from May 31st to June 6th. I think that that's going to be the start of the monthly award program. We have these 4 packs available. You can earn half of the Tops Now players from these moments, and then the second half will be added into the June Player of the Month choice packs for those Tops Now players within the monthly awards program. Okay, so I am ready to go. I have all of the Tops Now players that have been released so far throughout the game cycle. I've even added a few Kirk Casale cards. I don't know, his price was pretty low, going for about $5,000. I figured that was a low risk investment. So we're going to go ahead and finish off this video with a couple games in the event. I'm still working towards this 96 overall Jason Dominguez card. I really want to unlock him and start to parallel that card a little bit. I need to get him at least to the second threshold for the PXP system, so that way he'll have diamond defense, he'll have a little bit better speed, reaction, all that good stuff. But all in all, you know, if we get even half of the players that I predicted in this video, I think the program would be pretty solid. The main thing I wanted to also mention regarding the Player of the Month, Kyle Schwarber, is that he would almost have to have catcher as a secondary position for him to be effective. I know that he hasn't played catcher since 2019. I believe he just played 1 game with the Cubs during that season at catcher, but I also want to explain that his live series card does have that as a secondary position. So it would make sense that his Player of the Month card would also have that as a secondary. We've had some Kyle Schwarber cards that have had catcher as a secondary in the past from the postseason when the Cubs won the World Series, and I honestly think that would be the best move for the community. If he doesn't have catcher as a secondary, I think the program would be a complete L. Maybe not necessarily a complete L. The cards will still be pretty good, but I don't think it would have as much value. I don't think the community will be as hyped to grind the program, and I'm just giving you my honest thoughts, right? Like, I really think that the developers have a chance to please a lot of people if they select Kyle Schwarber as the June Lightning Player of the Month, and I also think they hinted at it during the stream yesterday. I'm pretty sure Ramon kind of mouthed the words Kyle Schwarber when they were talking about the monthly award program, and I think that would be the best possible decision, but I don't make those types of decisions. I'm just trying to relay my thoughts out there. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with some of these choices, if you would swap out a few of these selections for a few different players. For once, you know, I actually put in some time to research some Major League Baseball stats. I haven't really been able to do that as much during this year because of how busy I've been. But as we move towards the second half of the season, we have the All-Star game coming up, and then, of course, you know, a lot of stuff happening within this game at that time. But I will definitely be keeping up with you know, Major League Baseball statistics and standings and a lot more once we start getting into the second half of the year, leading into the playoffs. But I'm College Lefty. Hopefully I was able to help you out in some way in preparation for the June Player of the Month program. Peace out.